Hi everyone, welcome to Artful Crafts. I had a lot of people interested in the tutorial on how to make these little flowers. This one I haven't added anything to, but I thought maybe I would come on and show y'all how to make it. I've been using this regular size needle, but I'm going to try today with this bigger size because I think it will help into not be so hard to get in to. But this is probably about 14 inches, maybe 15, maybe 16. I'm not real sure, and I don't have my measurement. And probably by 3 inches, but you can do them any size, just depending on how big you want them. But first I start off, this is just, I cut this up, and you can see all the strings and stuff are kind of still on there, and you really don't have to worry about it, because in the end they won't show. And I haven't put anything on the back, but you could put felt on here, or either cut out like a paper circle and put on there. Okay, I should have threaded my needle, but I didn't. Let me do that real quick. Today's really pretty here. I don't know in your area, but sun's coming out and it's cool, so that's always good. Especially here in Florida. Well, I say Florida, it's Northwest Florida. It's not southern. Okay, and then you're going to just fold like that. And of course, it's going to be the shiny part. That's the dull part. This is the shiny part. And then right here, you're going to just fold it over. Let me hold that down because, yes, I did. Just making sure I had a... And make sure you give yourself plenty of thread. I don't think I did, but it's weird using this bigger needle. I think I went into the little hole. I'm not sure. This may be too big of a needle. The thread may come right through. But you're just going to do a running stitch. And I'm trying to get it as low as possible. Well, sorry about that. It's Monday morning. I hadn't had enough coffee. Yeah, so you'll start with a raw. I'll start it backwards. Sorry about that. Then you're going to just make a running stitch all the way down. And you could pin it, and it'd probably be easier, but I don't. And I'm going to get as close as I can to this bottom. I'm just going to keep going in and out, make that running stitch. May need to use 2 needles. It might be better to, well, you get more fabric on this long one, but it's making some bigger holes, of course. And you just keep along. And this is a Poly Satin. I had gotten several big pieces, and I just cut it down. I think I got this off of Etsy or either Macari. They sell a lot of craft items on Macari. Probably Posh too. I just really hadn't paid attention to Posh. But Macari I get things off of a pretty good bit. And I'm probably going to have to get more thread when I finish this up, because I didn't put enough on. See, I'm pretty messy. I'm not a seamstress by any means. And with these flowers, it really doesn't matter. I mean, they look, I like the way they look. I want to find some velvet. So if you know of anybody that has velvet, and I'm thinking maybe I'm going to have to use maybe that fake velvet or velour maybe, because I want a light pink and I have not been able to find any. You see all kinds of the darker velvets. Okay, then you have something that looks like this. So I'm going to gather all of this to maybe probably about half the size of what the whole length is. I'm just going to stick that right there while I do this. I'm trying to make it pretty even. Get some down here. And it's automatically going to start curling. And I'm going to take this in where we had stitched the thing, and I'm going to go as close as I can to the edges right here. And you're just going to start rolling. And you can do it as tight or as wide as you'd like. Now, I'm definitely trying to keep this right here all together. And it doesn't matter if it comes up a little because we're going, and these doesn't matter, the little strings here. Just trying to keep that all together. And I'm going to fold that in like that a little bit. And then you can gather it even tighter. And kind of fluff it out where you'd like it. Now this is a smaller one because I didn't. The longer piece you have, the more the rose is, or bigger the rose is, excuse me. Then right here, you see where this is all gathered? It's gonna be different little areas and stuff. I'm gonna tuck this in just a little bit right here. We're gonna try to go right here where above your, where you your gathering stitch is, because you want all that to stay together. And my needle just came out. Let me put this back in real quick. That's why I say you need a bigger piece than what I had. Kind of cut it short a little bit. I may have to get some more. It is a little hard to get in, but and see right there, you just, I kind of just do it all over. Just make sure I'm getting in those above where we sewed. Okay. Let's see, it'll tighten up. But, you know, just keep gathering and gathering. And I'm going to tie this off since I ran out of string, and I can finish this up if need be. I wish I'd have used a bigger piece of thread. Having a hard time getting this. Okay. So there you go, and you can just fluff it out. And that makes this about the size rose. And then you have a place to put, here's a button you can put in there. I got these, I like the big big ones. And I hadn't tried with hot glue. I think maybe we could try with hot glue and see how that does. You would probably still have to gather it. Like I said, this is just a small one. And let's try a white one. And I'm going to get enough yarn. I mean, not yarn, thread. I'm going to use this one because I've got a tiny piece. There's something on that one. It's like ink. Get this sewn up. I mean, knotted, y'all, I cannot talk today. Can definitely tell it's Monday. Well, you know what? That looks yucky. I don't know if that'll... Cut this off. That way it won't show. I'll tuck that end down. It really won't. And look how jaggedy I have it, and it really doesn't matter. But if you want a pin, you sure can. And it'll probably be easier. Gather that. Do that like that. Make you a running stitch again. And this one's cut so jaggedy. If you do it straight, it'll probably be easier. It's actually cool here this morning. We're having to run the heat a little bit. And just in and out. I'm doing this messy. I don't want to take up too much of your time, but you can certainly do it. Cut cleaner and cut and pinned, and like I said, it'd be easier, but I just wanted to do a quick tutorial. I had some people in the Shabby Chic journal group asking. I don't think they mind if I'm too messy. And I'm meeting somebody from another group to give her some papers and things that lives close by this morning too. So that's what, but I wanted to get this in real quick. I'm still looking for a really pretty light pink. That's like a bubblegum pink. It's pretty, but of course I love all pinks, but I do want a light pink for these roses. But if you have fabric scraps, and I even want to try, I've got some Shabby Chic material. I would love to try that and so just see what it looks like. It probably looks kind of vintagey. But I know a lot of these are expensive, and if you're like me, you really can't afford to buy a lot of craft stuff. You know, if it's expensive, and handmade items are sometimes expensive, and I can see why. There's a lot of love and time put into them. I want to try something. I'm going to fold this just because I want to see what it looks like. Okay, and I should have plenty of thread. Now I flipped it over, I'm going to gather it. to the ends. I set to about half, and I kind of try to even mine out a little bit. The ruffles or the gathers. Okay, and we'll start where we tack that first area down, and we're gathering this, all this edges. We want to try to keep that sewn stitch pretty close together, so when you're sewing it, it'll go through all of the lower gathers instead of the top ones. See how this is, and see this is what I'm talking about right here. I hope you can see. You don't want to sew up here. You want to sew down here. No, I'm sorry. It's backwards. You want to sew up here instead of down here. And that's how I do mine. I mean, y'all can try. I'm sure there's plenty of tutorials everywhere. Just, I found this is pretty easy, so. That one turned out a lot better than this one because it has more, it was longer. And I'm just kind of pulling on it, make sure it's all tacked. You don't want your flower coming apart. Okay, I think maybe this one would be cute in there. These may be too big for this. I don't know if I have anything right here. I have some of these. Let's see. I can get it open real quick. Just a little. I think it would be probably prettier with a little white. So I'm not going to glue that down, but you can get an idea, and that's going to be what it looks like. And like I said, it's very easy, and you don't have to have anything at all, or even go deeper, that little middle part, and put it like that. So yeah, you can just play with it, and like I said, just get you a piece of felt, and you can cut this off, or I would not burn this. It doesn't burn good. I tried. Just stick you a round felt or either a round piece of paper, and you will have some pretty little rosettes and roses. Okay, thank you for watching. Y'all have a good day or evening. Bye-bye.